My name is Deborah Algario. I have 3 boys. Their name is Austin, Braden, and Kaysen, and they are almost 12 years old. Kaysen is deaf. He has quadriplegic cerebral palsy. Braden is also deaf, and he has cerebral palsy in his legs. He has cyclic vomiting syndrome. He's got OCD, and Austin also has OCD, and he's got ADHD. We learned early on that we were having triplets, but they kept telling us all along that Kaysen wasn't growing fast enough and that he probably wouldn't make it. We went to see a specialist, and the specialist just kept telling us we should reduce. That our chances of having multiples with disabilities was really high, and I kept saying, no, we'll be fine. And the doctor kept saying, I assure you, you're gonna have kids with special needs. And I kept going, no, God wouldn't do that to me. That's my biggest fear. So sure enough, we ended up having triplets at 25 weeks. They were 1.5 pounds each and 12 inches long. Austin and Braden were in the NICU for 115 days, and Kaysen was there for 125. We cared for them as much as we could, but there's nothing that prepares you to care for when they come home. They were all on apnea monitors because they would stop breathing, and Kaysen was also on oxygen. So it's not like you just pick up a baby and take them to change a diaper. You had to pick up a baby and an apnea monitor. And with Kaysen, you had to pick up an apnea monitor and drag an oxygen tank with you. So it was crazy. So it was 98 bottles a day, 75 syringes of oral medications a day. It was like 5 loads of laundry a day. So I think after the 3rd day we were home alone, we realized that we couldn't do it by ourselves. So we sent out an email to our friends, and within 24 hours we had people calling us and knocking on our door, and for 6 months we had help around the clock. I came to task because Kaysen was deaf. I knew he was going to need assistive technology, and I didn't know what to do with him. I came to task to get an assistive tech eval. I was received by task wonderfully. I met with Laura and Iria, and they were fantastic. They let me check out toys that I could try with Kaysen using switches, and I was able to teach him cause and effect. We tried to get a communication device. We could not get insurance to approve a device. We couldn't get CCS to approve a device, and we floundered, and I felt like I wasn't getting much help. I stuck with Task for a little while, and Task was so great they even had RJ Cooper come. We still couldn't get insurance. So we actually did a fundraiser online in 2014, and we raised $10,000, and we got our own device for Kaysen. Task would help me play to Kaysen's visual strengths. They were willing to go the extra mile to bring in more resources. I think Task was honestly able to give me hope and give me tools. Kaysen is so sensory deprived. He can't get up and walk and talk and feel the world. And so you have to take the world to him. Although it's hard to travel with 2 kids in wheelchairs, how can you not? It's my obligation to take the world to him.
Deborah is more willing to take the boys anywhere. She will do things more daring than I would. So like taking the boys skiing, or taking them ziplining, or going up the side of a mountain in a beach chair with wheels on it. And I have learned to just go with it and let her experience, what she wants to do, and it's always turned out to be very positive.
My kids deserve the same opportunities that every other kid deserves. And yes, it's hard, and yes, it's double the work, and sometimes it's triple the work, but that doesn't matter, because sitting home is not an option. Having kids with special needs was my biggest fear, and it's turned out to be my biggest blessing. It's taken me places that I never thought I would go. It's pushed me farther than I never thought I would be pushed. Task helped me when I needed support. This Mother's Day, please donate to Task.